and welcome back to Kaylee's page. I'm Kaylee. So today's topic is gonna be why I don't model anymore. I used to be a model and I started when I was 19 and I was doing all charity shows. And it was good. It was a good experience. It gave me confidence. So I'm going to start with where I began to flourish in my career. I joined an agency. I'm not going to mention their name because I don't want to risk any sort of lawsuit or anything like that. Plus, I don't think they're big enough, but still. And it just hurt so much when I mentioned them, so there's no reason to be mentioning their names at all. It started in around 2017, I'd say. I joined an agency and they seemed really cool. So basically how it happened was on Facebook. I know, Facebook. I had this woman on Facebook. She was a model and she advertised an agency who were looking for models because they were new and they were launching. It had a record producer. He had produced some things that got many views on YouTube. He wanted to expand his business and of course make a modelling agency. So I attended this casting and there was a couple of people in front of me, and when I sat down to interview with this person, it just seemed really, cool and out there, and I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to give this a try because it could go somewhere. And I really did have faith in this agency, I really did. So I signed the contract. And at that time, I went through an abusive relationship that had destroyed my confidence and everything else in between it, like self-esteem and everything. So I was nervous at first, actually. I thought to myself, like, I'm not good enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm too ugly. But this agency gave me the opportunity to love myself again. We went on to do our first fashion show and it was amazing. My self-esteem was flourishing from it. My twin's best friend, my uncle, my cousin, and my closest friends came to watch me, and I just felt amazing trying on all these clothes and walking down that aisle and dancing it out, and it was just like, I loved it. I loved that attention. So then I stayed with them. I got paid for that one event, but they dropped me from being like an assistant because I didn't do well enough, but I still got paid. And I chose to stay on with them, regardless of the fact that I wasn't being paid at all for every one of the shows. And I had to put time aside to do these shows. I was spending a whole day, sometimes even 3 days, because they'd put on like a 3-day show sometimes, or they'd do before and after parties and all that stuff. It was my time and my effort that I put into this, so yeah, I weren't being paid at all, and I wasn't complaining at that point, to be fair, because I was doing it for confidence. Started in 2017 and our first fashion show was in 2018. At the start of 2018, I think it was in the February if I can remember. And then we did plenty more shows after that. Sometimes it was just like, you know, yearly, or, you know, every 6 months or something like that. And yeah, I loved it so much. But the reason why I am talking about this is not because of the way that I should be grateful for doing all these shows. It's not about that. I'm grateful. It's more the fact that I do not know what I have done. So can someone tell me? Because I don't know. I was with them from 2017 upwards to 2021, I think. I think the last show was 2021 that I did. Wasn't being paid. Only got paid for the first show because I was an assistant and helped them. And then, for some reason, everything went dead. I have plenty of pictures, plenty of videos, photo shoots, everything. I met a lot of people and networked. I loved it. I also was a big involvement in the producers like agency or whatever. I helped him do music videos. I acted in some music videos, but also like I joined the classes in directing and all that stuff. And yeah, I did plenty of things with them, so it was all right. 2018 I joined uni, so everything was stressful, but I was still modelling for them. I had other things going on, but I was still modelling, and that's what I loved about it. They all acted like they were lovely and they were nice. And I know the modelling industry can hold, like, you know, it's narcissistic people, it's mean people, do you know what I mean? You know, you have to take it with a grain of salt. And I have thick skin, luckily. Luckily. So, just this one day, I reached out to the what you call it, the boss's wife. She was the one running the modelling agency, and I reached out to her Because we were all like family, we were all like friends, and I know that like it's a modelling agency, like you're not supposed to be family and friends, it's supposed to be business, but we were close, and that's what hits me the most. So I did not hear back once. I'd get a red and blanked, and I'd be like, what is going on? So I had this best friend that was part of the agency, and we were the originals. We were the first that joined, if you know what I mean. And we fell out over something ridiculous. Like, we used to be on this live stream called Bigo, and we just fell out over something completely ridiculous, and we didn't speak for a couple of years. Now, during our time of not speaking, I spoke a little bit with the agency, but I didn't take part in any of the shows or anything like that. Just all of a sudden, bam, they just didn't reply to me messages. And then, sketchily, if that's what you'll call it, I reached out to that old friend who I fell out with for something ridiculous. And we made up. But then I tried to make up with the agents, the both of them, the wife and the husband, and did not hear back. And I was so confused because I don't know what I've done. Still don't know what I've done. I've got, you know, like theories, but that's all I can come up with. And I went to the friend and I said to her, like, do you know why so-and-so isn't replying back to me? I don't know what I've done. And she said, I'll reach out. I'll ask her. But then I never heard of her again. So I don't know whether she said something when we fell out that caused them to not want to work with me anymore. Like, it's so strange. So I did try to reach out again and still didn't hear nothing back. She blocked me, the wife of the boss. It's so complicated, but she blocked me. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, what? Like, what the hell have I done? And the friend did not get back to me to even tell me. She still to this day hasn't even got back to me. So something suspicious is going on there. Anyway, as you can tell, I loved modelling. I loved this agency. They were like a family to me. And it just baffles me. And do you know what I can say is, this has affected me really bad. Like, because as I've explained, it caused me to have a confidence boost. It made me love myself, and to just have that cut off one day really hurt because I don't know what I've done. And every time I've asked, and I've asked nicely, like, they won't tell me what I've done, and they won't even give me a chance to explain it if I have done something or apologise. And that hurts the most because I'm a very understanding person and I just didn't get that chance. So I'm just stuck here thinking about it, and it plays in my mind. And I'm living a happy life, so I really can't complain, because even if I don't go back to them or to modelling, I am happy in myself here. I've wrote a book, I've had my acting experiences, I manifested the love of my life, and we are settling now and creating a family of our own. So I really cannot complain about it. It just baffles me, that's all. I do wish them well, and I do have the ultimate respect for them, but it would have been nice to have known what I've done and to be given a chance to explain. I did want to get back into modelling with them because, like I said, they were family to me, but that isn't going to happen now. And either way, I'm not at a loss. Like, I'm happy either way. I would like to give some advice to anyone who's looking into modelling or anyone who's going through the same thing. Just have thick skin and don't let anything like that bring you down. because you are you, you're confident, you're strong, you're beautiful. So yeah, just live your life, be happy, enjoy every part of it, even if you don't get to experience what you experienced in the past. It's all about moving on life. So yeah, we move forward. And that is why I won't model anymore, because it has put me off. So enjoy your nights and subscribe, click the notification bell, more is to come. Thank you for watching. Bye.